Executive Council at the twilight of immediate past administration. But for the renewed Hope administration, any stream of progressive initiative is welcomed and means to give new hope to Nigerians. The Interior Ministry has picked up the project, cleaned it up, and ready to make contributions to the administration's plan to generate job opportunities and revenue to finance growth and development of the country. In its core targets, the scheme is also to ensure knowledge and technology transfer from expatriate workers to Nigerians.
The main essence is to be sure that if you are bringing an expatriate to work in Nigeria, it should be a job that no Nigerian has the skill to do. Balancing of employment opportunities between Nigerians and expatriates. And of course, closing wage gaps between expatriates and the Nigerian labor force by making it more attractive to hire Nigerians.
Beside the revenue that will accrue, I believe the minister, having thought through this, will ensure that if somebody must remain in Nigeria for 10 years, he can't have any excuse not to be able to train a Nigerian to take over that job. Nigeria jobs for Nigeria, that should be the slogan.
President Bola Tinubu considers this scheme as another game changer from the stable of Ministry of Interior to renew the hope of Nigerians.
We are glad that good effort is being made to retool, re-engineer the finances of the country and make growth our hallmark. I've been further assured that the project has the capacity of plugging loopholes and gaps that have bedeviled the country in dealing with security challenges.
But the benefit notwithstanding, for the government still beckoning on foreign direct investments, this scheme must not come at a cross purpose.
But don't use it as a bottleneck. Don't use it to frustrate potential investors. There must be a clear line of implementation and effective acceleration of aims and objectives of this program.
And the handbooks to guide this process are now ready with the Nigeria Immigration Service as the implementing agency.
Thank you.
From the State House, Musbao and Wahab, NC News.
Now, talking security, the FCT Police Command has nabbed one Samaila Wakili Fafa, aka Habu Ibrahim, a kidnap kingpin, on the wanted list of the command, placed on bounty by the FCT minister. A statement by the command says the success is attributed to a continued effort against banditry in the FCT and environs. Acting on credible intelligence, operatives of the command stormed the Sardona forest in Toto local government area of Nasarawa State, where Samaila was arrested. The suspect confessed that his syndicate masterminded and executed several kidnappings in the FCT, including the abduction of one barrister Chris Agidi, the legal aid to Senator Ned Nwoko, and Mr. Sunday Ahayazakwe, the district head of Katy Village, who was later killed by them. The statement adds that Samaila Wakili further led police operatives to where the remains of Chris Agidi was deposed to recover his remains, which have been deposited in the Gwagwalada General Hospital. Investigation into the case is ongoing, the statement adds. Still on security, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC FCT has carried out successful operations targeting illegal activities of vandals in the territory. Kama reports that the anti-vandal units of the NSCDC apprehended a total of 5 illegal miners, along with the 3 vandals who were paraded at the FCT command.
How huge, how enormous?
During interrogations, the criminals disclosed unsettling details. It was revealed that a businessman paid a significant sum of 4 million naira to vandals to steal essential components such as bridge rails, telecom marks, equipment, pumping machines, and aluminium street furniture.
Our suspicion of a premeditated act of vandalism on the national assets and infrastructure. However, they are being profiled, being investigated, and further action that we are to carry out will determine the level of culpability.
The crackdown on illegal miners and vandals is a clear demonstration of a force committed to serving and safeguarding the interests of the nation.
The suspects in this case could not show any convincing evidence or approval obtained for the decommissioning of the said mast by the court. Neither do they have proper means of identification showing who they are and the company they worked for.
This recent operation, led by the FCT commandant of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, serves as a stark reminder of the ongoing threat posed to our national assets. It also highlights the pivotal role played by our security agencies in combating such illicit activities in Abuja, Kama, and TA News.
True acts of heroism are usually products of split-second decisive response to instinct when it matters most. About a week ago, along a cross street in Wuse Zone 5, Abuja, a senior Air Force officer demonstrated this uncommon valor when he saw civilians in distress at the mercy of dreaded evil suspected criminals that have come to be known as one-chance in the nation's capital. Like an American action movie scene, the hero in him rose to the situation. Our correspondent, Onotu Yakubu, in this report, tracked Air Commodore John Gillen Tikri Ijudogal to the defense headquarters for a chat on his commando response to rescue the one-chance victims.
It was about 8 o'clock in the evening of Thursday, 15th February. The quiet and serene streets of Accra in Wuse Zone 5 neighborhood was a beehive. Then suddenly, this vehicle, painted in Abuja taxi color, was on high-speed reverse. Out of the vehicle, the voice of an unidentified woman distressfully called for help. While onlookers watched helplessly, this defense staff vehicle emerged and broke the speed of the suspected escaping one-chance vehicle. The military vehicle was greatly damaged, but that singular move led to the arrest of the suspected criminals, while the victims were rescued unhurt.
In his desperateness to escape, this is what he did to this man's vehicle. This military vehicle. See what he did. See what he did.
Meet Air Commodore John Gilantikiri Ijudegal, the uncommon hero who risked it all to save the one-chance victims from the clutches of near-death situation.
I witnessed a car that was reversing at high speed, and inside I was hearing help, help. And I felt they also needed, it should not just go like that. Anybody can need help. And I decided that we should make a U-turn so that to block their movement.
What set this incident apart was what happened next. After saving the victims from the one-chance syndicate, the suspects made for an escape on foot. But Air Commodore Ijudegal chased them into the bushes, sniffed the criminals out, and as well went ahead to also protect them from mob action. For the Nigerian Air Force, the very senior officer's display of gallantry and heroism speaks to the core of the Chief of the Air Staff Command's philosophy, hinged on an Air Force that is resilient,
are concerned about the well-being of our civilian populace and will do anything, even if it means putting their lives on the line, to ensure that their safety is guaranteed. So it's a very positive sign for for our younger ones that are coming behind.
That spirit is all what we want. That was why that day I commended the Air Commodore. It's me that went to tow his vehicle with my vehicle, because what he did was what I used to do. It's commendable and appreciated, and appreciable by anybody. It's an appreciable gesture.
This incident serves as a powerful reminder that there are dedicated law enforcement officers in Nigeria who put their nation and law-abiding citizens first, rather than their personal interests. In Abuja, Onoto Yakubu, NTA News.
Now to a bit on religion. Islamic scholars and guests at the Qura 5th Islamic graduation have re-emphasized the need for inculcating the knowledge of the Quran and its application in the younger ones as imperative for conquering vices and setting mankind free from evil. Yours sincerely reports that this message resonated as 62 students were certified worthy of completing the memorization and recitation of the glorious Quran. It was an atmosphere of satisfaction and spiritual elevation for parents and students, occasioned by a great feat attained, having completed the recitation and memorization of the glorious Quran, on which Islam places high premium.
I'm doing walima now, so alhamdulillah for my parents, my family, my malam.
My parents did a lot to me.
Scholars and guests used the occasion of the 5th graduation walima of Madrasatul Qura Islamiyah to underscore the importance of knowledge acquisition, which they say will set mankind free from the shackles of ignorance and darkness.
To give our children the knowledge of Quran is the only solution and the way out of whatever we are struggling to have in terms of security.
This is where we teach our children of fear of Allah. They grow up in our society and they will teach others how to live in society.
Quran is something special to our children. Whenever you put your children in the right way, they will try and support you.
The Islamic school was commended for its consistent inculcation of morals and guidance in the way of Allah.
They should try and practice what they learn.
It's something very exciting that happens once in a lifetime.
Part of the encouragement for the graduates was for them to uphold the fear of Allah, which guests say should be the hallmark of the Quranic knowledge and graduation. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
Malama, Allah ki bani katin bulo na 1000. Na 1000? Tam. To shikenan yanzu nan zaka ga alert. Me yake damun ka? Me aka maka kake wannan ihun malam?
Ba dole in ihu ba. Wannan malamar ce na ce ta bani katin bulo na 1000. Ta ce ta sa min katin 10,000. Ta ya zan iya biyan wannan?
Wannan ai garabasa bulo take yi. Idan ka saka 1000 za su rubanya maka shi domin ya koma 10,000. Shine muke kira 10 times airtime bonus.
Amma ka abun nan kai mamaki.
Abokina ka kwanta da hankalinka. Kaga wannan 10,000 bulo ne ta baka kyauta. That what me say na 10 times ahun we go give you.
Kwarai kuwa kai ma za ka iya samun 10 times airtime bonus idan ka sai kati a layin Glo ɗinka. Sai sabon layin Glo.
Sports Brief is next.
Super Falcons coach Randy Waldrum has expressed excitement over the performances of his team following their 1-0 win over the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon. Nigeria's Super Falcons made it through to the final qualifying round of the 2024 Paris Olympics on Monday evening in their second leg of their third round tie against Cameroon.
I thought it was a great effort today. You know, we picked up some injuries that we had to make some changes, and the players that came in did a great job. That's what you want. You want your players that come off the side.
We are so privileged and so thankful for the opportunity
and we don't tend to take any of it for granted. And likewise, we're not going to take our opponents for granted. With the support of every Nigerian out there, we would overcome South Africa.
To athletics, world record holder Toby Amuson will miss this weekend's World Indoor Championship in Glasgow, Scotland, after she was excluded from Nigeria's final entry. Amuson passed on the opportunity to feature at the championship to intensify her preparation for the forthcoming All-African Games in Ghana, which holds from March 8 to 23. In another development, action in the ongoing FCT School Sports Festival, which began on Thursday last week, continues this Tuesday, with more finalists expected to emerge on ball and court events to be decided at 8 of the centers, including Abaji, Kwali, Kuje, Gwagwalada, Tunge Maji, GSS Girki, Karishi, and Duse Alaji. With sports brief, Francisca Bile, NTA News.
We're done with the English segments. Do stay for the translations. Good evening. I am Abdullah Hajia.
Wizo kwa we wona wo abeda zaza ishandaje zuma oniye wa gobagai baza beda wajiga asanu ya yila ya gishado nya wa pota ya dola tiko da Bola Tinubu wala zoko tuntun boya doguya nu abashi abwa tuntun jiji nchenu agomnati danu tiye bedo zoko wei no yue bashi kwa lo gomnati be pepe Musbau dan wahab wala shiba wo bena bedai wa ga ga tiko da wata zeminu abayon wela kwaye guya nu sopa atutun amia osanu osi zabui zai ho wonu wojin wazan ozan zawai nu ayoge Samaila wakili fafa nu ajoyi na ayepepe nge aka Abu Ibrahim wo be laba wo bui Abu Sibi gasi balalo wakun ba wọn wo nu kuchinu na yukoge Sarduna ntoto gwamnati bibi Nasarawa tiya Samaila wen kuda nwogbe nwojiya nche nge woni be nwa saketi shekwa mosa wena ku na yiwo Sunday na be yiwo Sunday Yahaya zakoi ba ni be nwa wadai na yiwo Chris Agidi no baye lalo baku wo zafi wo aba an la wo zafi la an la leche no alafi azan ba mba gnelo ngogola dai wodnal an haye no akusibi da kun eyanwo abeyanya peye azaguzaguya igaba peye na pabu igbe nge Nigeria Security and Civil Defense in no mba shindo mwa ignado nanu kakapiaye nanu okinzinga baku azawan nlo ngun atun mba ni labalo ba apai mba to gnalo no nzokon kama wale shiba wo be na beda wa gngo ba to zebon baku azawan mba ni labalo ba hun agomnati anya ya nanu okinzinga ye samaje pepeje pe ye be disasi saisi
nnọọ n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Ono gere akụkọ ụwa n'uju ya. Onye isi ala anyị Bola Tinubu agbapela otu ọhụrụ akpọrọ Expatriate Employment Levy EEL n'aha ịchafụ bekee bụ nke a na-ele anya na ọ ga-enyere ọtụtụ ndị aka nweta ọrụ ma mee ka gọọmenti ala anyị nwee ọganihu. Onye ọrụ anyị Musbat Dan Wahab wetara akụkọ na ha jikwa ya bụ ohere kwuo okwu banyere inye ụmụ amaala anyị ọrụ ma belata inye ndị mba ọzọ ọrụ ndị anyị nwere ike ịrụ. Ndị uwe ojii na isi ala anyị ejidele Wakili Fafa bụ onye eji Habub Ibrahim mara, bụkwa onye so na ndị ntọ minista n'isi ala anyị tinyere ego n'isi ha ma kwuo na onye ọbụla jidere ha ga-ewere ya bụ ego. O kwere nghọta na ha nwudere ya bụ onye ntọ n'ime ọhịa Saldana dị na okpuru ọchịchị Toto dị na steeti Nasarawa. Wakili Fafa n'aka nke ya mekwara ka anyị mata na ya na ndị otu ya tọrọ ọkaikpe Kristi Agidi bụ onye ọrụ na-eduwoko nakwa Sunday Yahaya Zakwai bụ onye isi obodo Keti bụ onye ha mechara kpọla mmụọ. Ụlọọrụ nchekwa akpọrọ NSCDC n'aha ịchafụ bekee amalitela mkpocha na nzacha bụ nke ha ga-eji zachapụ ndị omekome niile n'isi ala anyị. Onye ọrụ anyị kama wetara akụkọ na ya bụ ụlọọrụ NSCDC ngalaba na-ahụ maka ndị omekome awụdole mmadụ 5 bụ ndị na-ezu akụ ala anyị nakwa ndị omekome 3 ma kpụgharịa ha niile n'isi ala anyị. Igbo bụ Igbo, ọgwụla ka ọha anyị n'ọnụ bụ akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Chebiri anyị n'ihe oge echi niile. Ndewo.
Ẹ̀kálẹ́ o, ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí pé láti lè ṣe amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún l'Àbújá. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yín. Ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ti ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ àjọ kan tí yóò máa ṣe kòkárí iṣẹ́ àti ìṣe fún àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ju àwọn ọmọ ìlú òkèèrè lọ, ní èyí tí yóò túbọ̀ máa mú owó wọlé fún ìjọba àpapọ̀. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa láti ilé ìlú Musibau Wahab ṣe jábọ̀, ó ní bákan náà ni ààrẹ ṣíṣọ lójú eégún ìwé tí yóò jẹ́ kò mọ́ òkun àgbékalẹ̀ àjọ náà. Ní báyìí, àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti ṣàrígbámú ọkùnrin kan tí orúkọ rẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Samaila Wakili Tafa tí wọ́n tún mọ̀ sí Abu Ibrahim, ọ̀kan gbòógì nínú àwọn ajínigbé tí wọ́n ń wá. Nínú àtẹ̀jáde tó fi lélẹ̀ wípé ẹni yòówù tó bá ti tanilólobó ṣàwárí àwọn agbésùmọ̀mí yìí yóò gba ẹ̀bùn owó tabua, ló mú kí iṣẹ́ yìí ó kẹsẹ̀ járí lọ́gán. Látàrí èyí ló mú kí àwọn elétò ààbò yìí ó kọlùgbó Sàdáúnà tó wà ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Tótò ní ìpínlẹ̀ Nasarawa. Arákùnrin ọ̀hún jẹ́wọ́ gbogbo ìwà láabi tí wọ́n ti hù, pàápàá ní èyí tí ó sọ wípé àtòun àti àwọn akẹgbẹ́ òun ni àwọn ṣe ajínigbé agbẹjọ́rò Chris Agidi àti Sunday Yahaya Zakari tí kò yọ ìṣekúpa baálẹ̀ Kétì sẹ́yìn. Kò ṣàì mú gbogbo àwọn elétò ààbò yìí lọ sí ibi tí wọ́n ju òkú baálẹ̀ náà sí, tí wọ́n sì gbé ìyókù òkú baálẹ̀ ọ̀hún lọ sí ilé ìgbókùúsí tó wà ní ilé ìwòsàn ńlá ìjọba ti Gwagwalada. Ìròyìn àti ìwádìí sì ń lọ lórí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí. Àwọn elétò ààbò fún kówá ìyẹn iléeṣẹ́ NCDC ti ṣe àgbéjáde gbogbo àwọn jàǹkùdú ènìyàn tí wọ́n ṣàrígbámú wọn, tí wọ́n sì rí i dájú wípé onírúurú ohun láabi ni wọ́n fi ń ṣe ọṣẹ́ wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà ní pálábá ìjọba tó sé mọ́ wọn lórí, ní èyí tí kò yọ àwọn tí wọ́n máa ń wa ilẹ̀ láti wá ohun àlùmọ́ọ́nì káàkiri ní ọ̀nà àìtọ́. Túròyìn ọ̀hún kò ní ju báyìí lọ. Ìmúlò ní kọ́ńbù àgbọ̀nsẹ̀ ló ní họ́wùhọ́wù. Inú rẹ̀ lájọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yìí o. Ẹjẹ́ àṣekú dára, ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan láòjì o, ká sùn láyọ̀.